What if I told you there isn't one best offense in Madden 25? Because the best offense depends on you, your playstyle, your reads, your rhythm. Whether you're a methodical passer, a run-heavy bruiser, or someone who bombs it deep every other play, this video breaks down the perfect offense for your exact playstyle. From quick hike schemers to RPO cheesers, I'm showing you the go-to playbooks, game-breaking plays, and pro-level setups to dominate your way. So let's find out which offense makes you unstoppable. We're going to start off with a balanced playstyle for players that like to mix in the run and the pass, adjusting to your opponent and keeping them guessing. The best playbook for this is the Steelers playbook, primarily running the tight doubles formation, as it gives you one of the most powerful runs in the game while also providing both consistent yardage and bomb possibility in the pass game. The first setup is a bomb, predicated out of the play, shot, fade, cross. To set this up, you're first going to make sure that the tight end is on the wide side of the field. Then you're going to put a streak on your middle wide receiver and a curl on your tight end. Then when you snap the ball, look for your fade route to be wide open versus cover 2 for a one-play touchdown, and versus cover 3 for a 40+ yard gain or a one-play touchdown as well. And versus man coverage, you can actually throw either the crossing route or rocket catch the fade route for 20+ yards. And if everything else is covered, chances are the tight end curl will be wide open for an easy gain. This next setup is best for getting consistent yardage against any defense in the game, and it's based out of the play cross wheels. To set this up, you're first going to make sure that the tight end is once again on the wide side of the field. Then you're going to put a streak on your halfback and a streak on your middle wide receiver. Then when you snap the ball, look for the wheel to be wide open versus any zone defense that doesn't have hard flats. And if you get time in the pocket, you can throw the wheel for a huge gain versus cover 3, cover 4, and cover 2. And versus man coverage, you could throw the drag route for a short gain or the halfback streak for a one-play bomb if they don't have help over the top. And if you're being blitzed and the flats are covered, highball the crosser quickly in the middle of the field. And if you catch them in cover 2 man, which is shade down man coverage, you'll be able to hit the wheel route for a huge gain or even a touchdown. The other way you can run cross wheels opens up an additional pass option and is better for quick hiking. For this setup, you're just going to streak the slot receiver, and when you do this, you'll have the halfback wheel as a late read against most zone coverages. Now, if you really want to annihilate the defense cover 3, look no further than PA wide receiver cross. Although we're going to be hot routing every player, the play action gives us extra time in the pocket. To set this up, you're going to align the tight end to the short side of the field. Streak him, drag your solo receiver, streak the outside receiver, put a post on your middle receiver, and stem him all the way down. The inside third will be distracted by the streak, and the outside third will be distracted by the post, leaving the tight end wide open for a touchdown. Now this last play is insane versus the meta cover 3 and cover 4 defense. The play is tight curl, and to set it up, all you're going to do is align your tight end to the short side of the field and put a post on your solo wide receiver and a streak on your middle wide receiver. Against all zone defenses, you can expect the corner to be wide open. You can also expect it to be open versus man coverage. And if it isn't, look to your tight end curl for an easy 10+ yards. And when you want to run the ball, simply use HB quick base, as it absolutely torches both light defenses and heavy defenses. The biggest key to running this is to be patient and wait for your guard, sometimes even fully stopping in the backfield. If you're a run-heavy player who wants to wear your opponent down, control the clock, and break big gains with powerful ground schemes, this offense is built for you. And you should be using the Tampa Bay Buccaneers playbook, as it gives you some of the best under-center runs in the game while still offering enough passing to keep your opponent honest. Let's start with the most explosive run play in this playbook, HB off tackle in the bunch tight end formation. Now you'll always want to run this play with the halfback on the right of the quarterback for a faster handoff. The best part is, this play absolutely torches the dime 3-2 loop meta. Now bunch tight end is also your main passing formation in this playbook, so you have some great passing options, starting with the play motion divide. The most important route on this play is the deep fade on the outside bunch receiver, and you'll see why. The best way to set this play up is to put a corner on your middle bunch receiver and a flat on your inside most bunch receiver and a drag on your tight end. Versus a cover 2 defense, you'll be able to throw the corner way over the flat zone. And when you play cover 3 and cover 4, you'll also be able to throw the corner out, beneath any deep zone because the special fade will pull them back. If they zone drop or do not have a hard flat on the field, you'll also be able to throw the flat route on your receiver for an easy few yards. You'll also be able to throw the drag route before it reaches any flat zones. And versus man coverage, as long as your receiver and tight end have good route running, you'll be able to throw either of them. Now, if your opponent starts overcommitting to the corner route, that's when you hit them with the play motion snag under. To set this play up, all you have to do is post your tight end and flat your halfback, while also making sure the bunch is on the wide side of the field. Versus cover 3 and cover 4 defenses, you'll be able to throw the post route beneath any deep zones, the cheat motion drag route below any hook zones and before it reaches any flat zone, as well as the hitch delay drag while it's still a hitch route. Versus cover 2, you'll have both the cheat motion drag and the halfback table route, and if the opponent shades underneath in any zone defense, you'll also have the quick cutting corner route. This play is particularly effective versus man coverage, as both the sharp cutting corner route and the tight end post are easy dots. Now, if you really want to take the top off, that's when you hit your opponent with the play motion slot flood. To set this play up, we'll of course have the bunch on the wide side of the field, then streak the insidemost receiver, drag the tight end, and streak the halfback. Versus cover 2, you probably guessed it, one play touchdown to the deep fade route. Versus cover 3 and cover 4, you'll have the stock C route open, and you can also expect that if they zone drop or play deeper to cover the C route, that the TE drag will be wide open. And if they remove or abandon the tight end side hook zone, the halfback streak will be completely wide open. Now let's get into the most insane strictly run formation in the game, and that's single back tight Y off flex, running wide zone, 0-1 trap, and halfback zone weak. Now you can run wide zone against basically any defense in the game, but it's particularly good against pinch lines, which most people will use since it's an unshootable run play. Once they spread their line, however, to overcommit to wide zone, that's when you hit them with 0-1 trap and steal consistent gains up the middle. And if they find the shoot for 0-1 trap, you can mix in halfback zone for steady gains through the B gap. And to keep your opponent honest, it's a great idea to mix in the play under Z curl, where you can quickly throw the tight end seam or put your halfback on a wheel for an easy outside read. And if you'd like, you can also mix in the wide zone from single back bunch X nasty, where you must flip the run to the bunch side to make it extremely effective. This next offense is best for quick hiking pass first players, and it is found in the Falcons playbook built around the bunch offset formation. This offense was made famous by Clef, one of the smartest players in the game. So if you're like him and snap it fast, make quick reads, and pick defenses apart with precision, this is your playground offense. The first setup is from the play corner out dig. We're going to stem the corner route down one notch with the left stick, streak the tight end, and block your halfback, which, like all of the other setups, can be done before your QB even sets up to snap with the conductor or master tactician ability, while ensuring your bunch is on the wide side of the field, which you will do for every setup. The nice thing about this play is you can make the reads all at once on the bunch side of the field. If the opponent overcommits to covering the corner by switch sticking or running cover 2, the tight end will be a wide open touchdown. Otherwise, the corner route will often be left wide open for an easy TD as it gets over any flat zone. Now, the most reliable play in this entire offense is bench pivot. To set it up, drag your tight end and table your halfback. If you see the user overcommit to the whip route, instantly throw the drag. Otherwise, wait for the whip to be open in the soft spot in the zone. This play is really good all the way downfield. As long as you can make the read between the drag and the whip route, most of the time you'll get 5+ yards, but sometimes making a man miss and getting 15 or more. And if the opponent overcommits inside, you'll have the out route for an easy 5 yards. Now we're gonna take a look at the glitchiest play in this formation, spacing switch. To set it up, put a post on your middle wide receiver and stem him all the way down. This play is glitchy because even when your opponent has a hard flat, the slant route from the solo receiver would pull it inward, making the table a guaranteed 5+ yards. And if I were you, I would spam this play, because who wouldn't take 5 yards every time? When your opponent keys in on this play, however, that's when you roll out with the streak on the solo receiver instead, and if they switch stick to the post, they're leaving a wide open touchdown to the streak. The play that will result in the biggest gains for you in this offense is Vert's halfback under, where you put a drag or block your tight end and streak the outside bunch receiver. Your main read will be the post route, which will be open as long as your opponent doesn't switch stick down to it. The most interesting thing about this route combo is that if your opponent is using a cover 4 drop coverage, but doing so from a cover 4 quarter space, the post will pull the inside quarter inward, leaving the streak a wide open touchdown. And when your opponent presses, the solo streak is an easy TD. The other way to run verts is with a halfback table. If they have no hard flat, throw the table for 10 plus yards. Most opponents will put a hard flat on their outside corner to stop this, and when they do, that's when the streak will be a wide open touchdown. Before I break down the best offense for bombers, cheesers, and meta players, I encourage you to check out victoryformation.gg, your one-stop shop to dominate in Madden and CFB 25. With your membership, you unlock access to over 100 game-changing videos, exclusive breakdowns, and full game plans for every playstyle, designed to give you the edge every time you hit the field. So if you're ready to take your skills to the next level, like thousands of players already have, click the link below or scan the QR code to start winning today. Now, if your playstyle is all about airing it out, attacking deep, and hunting for one-play touchdowns, this next offense is perfect for you. We're talking about the Seattle Seahawks offense, which has some of the best deep setups in the game. And the best setup by far is out of the play PA verticals. And what you're going to do to set it up is streak the middle bunch receiver and your tight end. Versus a cover 3 defense, wait for the tight end side outside third to drop down, which will leave the tight end a wide open touchdown. And against a cover 2, the deep fade will be open for a touchdown. And if they overcommit to the deep bombs, that's when you hit them with the play whips, where all you have to do is flat your outside bunch receiver, then make the read between the tight end whip and the wide receiver whip. And if those are covered, look to the curl in the middle of the field. And if you thought PA verticals was the fastest bomb in the game, wait until you see the bunch spread nasty formation and the plays it offers. Starting off with the play corner divide. To set this play up, you're going to align the bunch to the wide side of the field, stem down the post route 2 notches, drag the solo receiver, and streak the outside bunch receiver. Now this play is specifically designed to torch the cover 4 quarters loop meta. So if you catch them in this, take the top off with the streak route, and if that's covered, look to the corner route or the backside drag. This next play might be the only universal bomb in the entire game. The play is shock HB wheel, and to set it up, you're going to streak the innermost bunch receiver, drag the solo receiver, corner the outermost receiver, and then stem him down all the way, and then you're going to stem the weird fade route 4 notches up with the D-pad, and finally block the halfback for extra time. If they're in cover 4 drop, you'll be able to take the top off to the unique fade route for a 1-play score. And you can also use this bomb to annihilate the meta cover 4 quarters defense as well, but instead you'll be throwing it to the tight end also for a 1-play bomb. And of course, this also torches cover 2, but if you want it to work versus cover 3, you're going to have to put the outside bunch receiver on an out route stemmed up 3 times instead of the corner route. Now, on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, if you're a player who wants to be downright toxic, I'm talking about if you want to cheese the game, spam RPOs, abuse zone logic, and mix in just enough runs to make your opponent rage quit, the best offense for this is the Kansas City Chiefs. The first play we're going to be breaking down in this offense is RPO read Y flat in the Y off trips nasty formation, because 99% of online opponents will never even have a chance at stopping this. Now this play is an RPO read, meaning you have 3 options. You can hand it off to your running back, you can take it with your QB, or most often throw it to your tight end in the flats. Now there's 2 reasons this play is so overpowered. One is that on the tight end side of the field, there's 2 blockers, blocking the first 2 defenders that can make a play. 2 is that many times the players responsible for guarding him will become the read key, meaning he will play the quarterback or the halfback, leaving the tight end wide open. And you can also motion over your slot receiver to force the slot corner to become the read key, leaving the tight end wide open. And the way you can make this play even more insane is by putting both bruiser and tank on your halfback and tight end, so when they get the ball, they can wreak absolute havoc. Now this ability stack is particularly overpowered because you can never get hit stick to a tank, and you'll always truck over a defender with bruiser. And to make it literally unstoppable, you pair this with a player over 245 pounds, and you'll be able to spam the air truck feature so you don't even have to worry about timing the truck. This scheme also has an extremely effective pass play called Dagger Whip. The best way to set it up is to streak the solo receiver, post the tight end, and fully stem him down, then put a speed out on the outside receiver. In most cases, you'll be able to throw the whip route early or the post to the tight end late. If all of that's covered, look to the delayed halfback curl out of the backfield. The best play for honest passing in this book is bunch smash. To set this up, all you're gonna do is either streak or drag the tight end. In most cases, you'll see the corner break wide open. Otherwise, you can look to the out route for a short, easy gain. Or if you put a drag on your tight end, you could throw the tight end for a 5+ yard gain, and even more if you're using bruiser and tank. And if you're looking for a simple run attack in this playbook, look no further than the tight Y off formation, where you can get some huge gains running inside zone and 0-1 trap. If your playstyle is about sticking to what works, running what wins, and using the most battle-tested plays in the game, then the San Francisco 49ers offense, primarily using the doubles Y off close formation, is what you need to be using. Let's start with one of the most trusted plays in this scheme, Y sail. This is a great quick hike play, so all you really need to do is align your tight end to the wide side of the field, stem him down 2 notches, and drag the slot receiver. In most cases, the corner will be wide open. In the case that it is covered, you'll be able to throw the halfback out of the backfield or the drag crossing the short middle of the field. Your last read is the deep dig route, which if everything else is covered is pretty much guaranteed to be open. The next play that you should be using in this offense is PA snag. To set this up, you're going to align the tight end to the wide side of the field, drag him, then streak your slot receiver. The nice thing about this play is that the post route will pull any flat zone inward, making the drag a super easy gain. You'll also see that the short post route is a super easy read against basically any zone coverage as the streak pulls the deep zones back. Then against most meta defenses, you'll be able to throw the snag route in the middle of the field for a short gain. And if you really want to pressure your opponent, motion angle Y wheel is a must use play. To set it up, all you're going to do is drag your outside receiver and streak your halfback. On this play, the drag from the outside receiver will pull any flat zones inward, leaving the corner wide open. But you can basically throw any route on this play. The tight end wheel as an easy early read, the halfback streak, which is great versus zone coverage, the drag route as another late read option in your progression, and if you have the time, the crossing route is a 1-play touchdown versus cover 4. Now that you've seen the best offenses for every playstyle in Madden 25, if one of these fits how you play, tap the screen to dive even deeper into the balanced Steelers, the cheesy Chiefs, or the pass-first Falcons offense.